What's up, guys? I'm going to go over some finishing details on 3 different chokes from the back, and then from working from the third choke, kind of assimilating and combining details from all 3 of the chokes to just have a better overall finish from your lapel choke from the back, okay? So in a previous video I put out from sort of rear side mounts, what we call it when you have somebody in sort of a backpack situation, they're on their side, taking the slack out of the gi, okay? So you gotta have that down, okay? If you start trying to do this before you take the slack out, it's not gonna work as well. So take the slack out of the gi, okay? And then I'm going to be working for this choke, okay? Now, I'm trying to take my elbows and get them in essentially to my own body, and also kind of pulling him away like this, okay? So that is my goal. Now, from here, right, if this isn't working for any reason, you haven't got this detail of taking the slack out yet, you haven't perfected your finishing details, here's another option, okay? From the single lapel grip, have different attacks you can do. Okay, go in a wide circle. Okay, if you start trying to go straight up, sometimes he can just keep his elbow down, okay? So go in a wide circle with your attack. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go behind his head and I'm gonna chop, okay? So once you get this grip, wide circle and chop. Now, third option, okay, so this is what we call just our simple lapel choke, okay, cross choke. Okay, that's a single wing lock or a single wing choke, all right? And this next one is gonna be called a bow and arrow. And then we're gonna kind of combine the details, okay? So I want this arm trapped and I'm switching my feet, okay? So this is sort of like a windshield wiper transition here, okay? Now, once I'm here, I can cross my feet, okay? So this is going to add into my finishing details. So once I get here on a bow and arrow, I can grab the end of his pants. I can grab his knee. You gotta be careful about grabbing too deep on his leg because they can armbar you, okay? But essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean back, and that's my bow and arrow. They did a stat in 2015, this was the highest percentage finish in the IBJJF for that year, okay? So it is a very effective choke. Now, some things that we can do here. We can use this position that we set up the bow and arrow to do our other chokes as well, and using these details on the legs. Okay, so like here's my cross choke. Slack's taken out, extending my feet away like I'm trying to straighten my legs. Here, okay, now coming behind there, right, where I can just go to the bow and arrow. So from here I have all 3 chokes, or I have 2 chokes from back mount, and I can switch to this sort of crucifix, bow and arrow position, and attack with all 3 and the bow and arrow choke. So that's 3 chokes and some finishing details from the back mount. Work on your overall back control, all the little positions. This is a little position. Get better at it, be lethal. The goal is to take the back unless you do something else cool along the way. Thanks for watching, guys.